Welcome to the Recap Roman channel, and today I'm going to tell you the story of 2003. Before I start, please subscribe and give me a like, it will help promote the channel. It's the late 60s outside. Matthew, an American, comes to France as an exchange student to learn their language. The guy is obsessed with movies, and that's why he spends whole days in the theater and revisiting old movies. At a rally against the dismissal of the head of cinema, he meets Isabelle and Theo, children of French poets who are also obsessed with old movies. After fleeing from the rally because of the crowd dispersal by the police, they go for a walk around the city, but get caught in the rain and return home. In the morning, Matthew is awakened by the phone ringing, and Theo invites him to join them for dinner. There, Theo and Isabelle introduce him to his parents. After dinner, the teenager's mother offers him to stay with them for the night, because it is cozier to sleep at home than in the dormitory. After the night, Isabelle goes to bed and kisses her brother on the lips. Theo shows his new friend to his room and goes to bed. Matthew wakes up in the night because of a nightmare and goes to the toilet. Returning to the room, he sees Isabelle and Theo sleeping together. In the morning, the teen's parents go away for a month, leaving them alone at home. Isabelle enters Matthew's room and wakes him up in an unusual way. She then repeats one of the scenes from a vintage movie, and Matthew easily guesses. Isabelle calls the guy into the bathroom, where Theo offers to stay with them for a month until his parents arrive. One day they get him to repeat a scene from the movie in the Louvre. He's afraid he'll be deported for it, but he does it anyway. They get caught in the rain and return home. Theo suggests that Matthew change into his clothes. Theo leaves to go to the store, and Matthew is left alone in his room and looks through Theo's closet, where he finds a picture of Isabelle and hides it in his underwear because of Theo's return. Isabelle herself appears next. She repeats a scene from some movie and asks Theo to guess the title, but he doesn't guess it, and she asks him to fulfill his wish. She points to a poster with the actress on the door of the room and orders him to do what he did. Before kneeling down and pulling down his pants, he starts to move his friend. After he is done, then he offers the guys a drink. One night, while Isabelle and Matthew are playing backgammon, Theo starts repeating a scene from one movie and asks them to guess which movie, but they fail. Theo announces his punishment and asks them to do the cupcake in front of them. Turning on the music, Isabelle begins to undress and Matthew runs out of the room. Theo finds the guy in the kitchen and grabs him. Then a naked Isabelle appears and pulls down his underpants. In his underwear, she discovers a photo of herself and starts laughing. Out of excitement, Matthew passes out. He wakes up and sees Isabelle on the floor and decides to climb on top of her. While they are on the floor doing things, Theo is cooking a meal. When they finish, it turns out that Isabelle was his first. The next day, after another intimacy, Matthew asks Isabelle what she would do if her parents found out about Theo, and she says that she would stop living in this world. The money that her parents have left to live on is already gone, and Isabelle spoils the last of the food. Theo doesn't think twice and goes outside to look for food. In the garbage, he finds the remains of different food and brings it home. Only Isabelle throws it all away and leaves only a banana, which she divides between the three of them. The three of them take a bath and Matthew confesses his love for her. She says it's mutual, but he's not satisfied that he's always the first to speak of love. Then she asks him to prove that he really loves her. To do this, he and Theo are going to shave his pubes. Matthew freaks out. He says he loves them both, but because they always do everything together, they won't grow up. He asks if she has ever gone on a date with someone other than Theo, and she says no. Then he asks her out. When they end up at home, they catch Theo with a girl. As they sit in the room, they hear female laughter and music coming from Theo's room. Isabelle becomes hysterical and bangs on Theo's door, but he just turns up the volume. Theo breaks into his father's wine cellar and pulls out a few bottles. They get drunk with Matthew, and Isabelle comes over and offers to show them something. In the living room, she has put up a tent just like the one their parents made for them when they were kids. The three of them end up falling asleep in it. Deep in the night, Isabelle wakes Theo and confesses her love to him, but he is drunk and suggests they discuss everything in the morning. While they are asleep, then parents return to the house and see the three of them in the tent. They try not to wake them and leave the check and leave. Isabelle wakes up and sees the check. She realizes that the parents saw everything. She gets up and connects the hose to the gas heater and extends the other end to the tent. After a while, the window to the room is smashed with a rock and the shouting of protesting people is heard. Isabelle quickly reels off the hose and then runs outside with the boys. Theo and Isabelle go along with the crowd, but Matthew doesn't share their views and tries to stop them, but Isabelle leaves with her brother. And that's it. If you liked the video, then put a like. Subscribe to the channel because it helps to promote the video. With you as Recap Roman, and bye bye.